sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like I'm bearing a message. You the best, you're getting me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Never had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Oliver. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now it's Ryan.
Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, they almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break. Contain and get outside. My first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Alvin Kamara. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it
not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something.
Look at this. Big game. Touchdown. New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The ball carrier.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's able to put it through. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deontay Harris on his return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
And now look at him go. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A good play there out of Kamara. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Deion Buchanan.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The quick slant caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Oliver. Through the juke. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
He's brought down.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Steps away to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's good for 28 yards.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
Now
off.
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. Dangerous return man showing it here.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head. It's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Number 11, Julio Jones.
Julio Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Crease here as he's past the 30.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He had that critical fumble on the last drive, of course, and that, at least to this point, is the difference in the game.
And when I see those types of things happen, I often take a step back now. Younger in my career, I was probably way more critical about ball security, taking care of it, and what it does to a team. And in this case, it cost his team because ultimately they gave up a touchdown. But I was doing a high school game years ago in the state of Florida. Frank Gore, with the Indianapolis Colts, was starring in that game, had 3 fumbles in the first half. Ran for over 300 yards and shredded the team. Be very careful about getting on your top runner too much.
Yeah, you can put that in the rearview mirror, look forward, let's see if he can respond. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rolling to his right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it.
Ryan on the keeper. The stop by Marcus Davenport. A gain of 5 brings up
working with 2nd and 5 now.
At the 45-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure Ryan. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Complete.
Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for
now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. Good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Ryan, he'll buy some time right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Point attempt is no good. That keeps the
trying to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
19.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. But it's caught for the right side of Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Coup able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Harris to return it. And this return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. One final try here for Breeze. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our... This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be...
Hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whippers and ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a they not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my goal, y'all. new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds. Private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, gone. Hey, I don't know no you cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't want parts of your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
It's not a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drill, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Oliver. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since 08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 16 carries, 74 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Gurley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 3.
They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Their own 27.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Carr now to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Oh, now he bowls him over, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
He's brought
still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the 2nd-year man from Alabama, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Jones. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Good. That keeps the score. Falcons 20.
Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Las Vegas.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this is blocked. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Flush to his right. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for... He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Ryan.
And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Jones. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Hunter Renfrow. 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Ryan on the keeper.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the keeper.
And an incomplete pass.
Intended for Hayden Hurst.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
On the pickup.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete right around the 8. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 8-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Open space. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ryan on the keeper.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Ryan lets it fly for Treadwell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
On the keeper.
The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
It's from their own end zone. It's a fake, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
13.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Alan Bailey on the top.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Carr's pass complete to Darren Waller. A 9-yard gain on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They run it with Jacobs. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Complete to Darren Waller.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 6 yards.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also... Picks up a first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. He'll run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
7 brings up 2nd.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
With the score,
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
20.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Ryan's pass is complete to Todd Gurley.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down.
Ryan's pass.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan. This... Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out and decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Carr's pass.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. Aguilar has it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
A fumble on the play. Recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Results.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan wants to throw it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the Raiders' 22-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, it's Gurley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? For the change, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you claim what you saw, but you wasn't with it. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Me being so, but me ain't being so. Ay, how did you let it go, miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she caught on the and that's how we kick it.
let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a ring. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I do. These right here, check my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really
scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Was pain to a guy this man said. Was spoke to a guy with a mask. Was spoke to a guy with a plan. I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
She-Bag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 58 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Tackle made.
Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, it's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
First down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Falcons grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean out other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Looking deep for Julio.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted by the Saints.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And 6.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Ryan will throw again.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drill.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Falcons.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through.
And partner, is there anything Julio Jones can't do on the football field? One-handed, hauls it in, just snatches it out of the air. He's absolutely impressive and amazing at times.
That was a great one-handed catch. I probably wouldn't want him trying a 50-yard field goal, though. But everything else, I think you're right.
Right now, I'm not so sure he couldn't kick it through there, but the way that he goes up and catches the ball, his quarterback, extremely happy to have him on his squad.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And 2 yards to go.
On the ground, Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end. Hurst.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Now Ryan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's caught. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have on. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got and oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Falcons grab it.
Breeze pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about design.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill. Come on, with design. We're going this
What are you, the rhyme master now?
1st and 10 at the 30.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
2nd and 5 from the 8. To throw again is Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Here's Harris to return it. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Saints take over 1st down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
That's good.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Ryan's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Again, Ryan.
At the Saints.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
touchdown, New Orleans. Will Lutz.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Looking deep for Julio. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
On the play. 1st down.
Now Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's got the first. down as he gets it to the 8.
Carry. Grady Jarrett on the stop.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara, and he is met in his... behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go with Kamara. Not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards. Up on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been... He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking end zone for Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here. Now Breeze lost the football. And fortunately he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Brees going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Brees now on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Brees.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Brees to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
But Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the... groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down is Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Michael Thomas.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Breeze.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injury player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, it's Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Josh Hill.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Josh Hill.
Josh Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
To try to add the PAT. And now it's blocked. The Falcons have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in court. 4.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to... Offense out there, and go for it here on 4th. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from the So for Atlanta, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the cool little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I'ma lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Sorry, like you know. Can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle. Then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle.
You have a big decision here to make about one of your players.
Exception ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Sorry, like you know. Can I hit that? Can I hit that?
Start your week by installing your game plan.
This is Dusty Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19, huh? Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers, check. Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait, gotta get the bag in right.